like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig. Magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, 280. 54. Check back. Check 26.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Freeman. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They tried to get the edge there, no edge to be found.
Yeah, and when you're trying to set the edge, trying to control either the defensive end or the outside linebacker, if you don't, that allows the defense to string a play out all the way to the sideline. And know what the sideline gives you as a defender? An extra guy. You go from playing with 11 to playing with 12, and it worked out well for the defense there.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Fight. 215. No gain on this defense. No gain.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a toss play. It's Carson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Alert.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let's go. Come on.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
45. Mike, 45. I'm going to run you over. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got you.
Bang out.
Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's get the ball. That's 45 to Mike. I'm coming.
Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready, like 25.
54 Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
54, 59, ready.
On second down, Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Third down, Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Kick the edge. Good job right there. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Yeah, baby.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny. 51 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies get up.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Check, 280. Check, 40. Go. I got one. 45's the mic. Watch the curl. 45. Mike, 45.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got one. 45.
Now Wilson to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Big edge. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Joker.
Check. Hot. Look left. I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
To throw again is Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, 45.
Four down.
Just like that.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On 3rd down, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Hey, zero.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
45.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
45 is Mike. 45. Rip left. 45 is the Mike. 45 is the Mike.
Here's Wilson throwing again. It's caught right side, Dixon. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
And that's good. Seahawks.
45 is the Mike.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
43. 3 buzz.
Alert. Hey, check Mike 45.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch up. He's coming. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Hey, switch gears.
Watch the safety creep.
Check. Look.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Cut.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Strip that ball.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Wide. Get wide.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
To throw again, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Mike, 45. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run it with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 56.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. He's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check curls. Check 45 to Mike.
Wilson will throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Yeah, he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Ooh, with a juke. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And the Falcon first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Now Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Switch. Hey, express.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.